Damn. I'm glad I played it. I'm very glad I played it. I'm glad I waited though too. Like in my mind, I didn't want to handle or I didn't want to deal with the Wii, like, especially if the whole thing yeah 100%. Story's phenomenal. I think the problem that I can see where people would be having issues with is I understand now that Fee was a lot more in your face on the original version, whereas this one she's less so, and that's what a lot of people complained about in the first one, was how invasive she is. But this, I did not find her invasive at all. Like, she actually popped in at the perfect times. Controls are weird. That's gonna be my biggest complaint on it, is controls. Even playing button controls, I think made me happier as opposed to swinging especially the Joy-Cons. But even so, it isn't there. But there's not really a good way to do it, especially with the whole mechanic of like how many enemies block a certain side, and then you have to like hit in the gaps. Like, that's the whole point of a lot of this mechanic, and there's no way to do that without having some sort of control to your swings as opposed to just swinging. But like the rest of the controls are great. Like having the stamina, I never felt like I was really running out of it, or at least to a point where I needed to have more. Like, I could use it better, but I never felt like I needed more. I enjoyed all the dungeons. I enjoyed all of the items that you pick up. Flying felt so good. Of the main places where you land, the forest was I think my favorite, or at least it felt good. I want to say the volcano is probably my least favorite because I liked the mechanic out of the desert. The volcano just didn't feel like there was much to it. But yeah, like going underwater, like the forest is my favorite. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I heard they're not bad. They're just janky because it's a Wii remote. And not to mention the fact that you need to have the Wii Motion Plus. It just, like, I think a lot of it had to do with I just hopped on the train of people shitting on Skyward Sword. Because it is good. It is very good. I do want to say that this has moved up into the top 5. A part of me thinks that it might have bumped off Link to the Past. Because I think if I remember correctly, the order that I have it in is usually, or has been Wind Waker, Majora, Ocarina, Link to the Past. That's only 4. I don't remember. I know I had a list of it, and I just don't remember the order. But I do think that this may have bumped it off. Breath of the Wild wasn't on it, no. At the time that I made it to Breath of the Wild wasn't. I hadn't played Breath of the Wild. But I do think that this, to me, outdoes Breath of the Wild. I had issues with Breath of the Wild. But those are all opinion, not necessarily that it's bad. It's just, it did things that I didn't like. And that's not just Breath of the Wild that does it either. It did things that I don't like in other games too. And I think a part of it too is like you have to discover the story. Which I'm also not great at liking in other games. Whereas this one's obviously being told to you as you play it, and I like that. But yeah. Fuck off. I did not play Breath of the Wild wrong. There is no wrong to that game. And if you say that I played it wrong again, fuck you for giving me any sort of other recommendations. It's good. This game is good.